Friends, hello and welcome back. So, we are talking some MLB The Show 23 today. We have the Charisma cards. I tell you what, first of all, completely off topic, but I love the look of these cards. I'm a big fan. I like the fade in at the bottom, and something about it for me, it's like you gotta have the cards you really enjoy looking at. Kind of weird, but hey, we're all for it. Nonetheless, we're looking at the 97 overalls, the ones you choose through the Season 1 rewards packs, the ones that are the best ones, the ones you should be choosing. You might possibly get all of them at the end of the day if you play far enough, but maybe if you're coming towards the end or you're not going to get deep, and I was like, which ones do you want now? Which ones are going to make the biggest impact on your team? We'll start with Eric Davis. Personally, I mean, he's got a solid card. One thing we're going to learn, you'll understand the more we get into this game, you got to have the double diamond. The double diamond's so important in this game. The fact that he's not as an outfielder now, it's game-changing having double diamond in the outfield. Or pass up on him. Craig Biggio does have the double diamond. He's got sick contact, but I think you can get that in a lot of places. You really want to get the power here. He's not got it. Madison Bumgarner does not throw hard enough. We're going to pass up on him. Johnny Bench, I love Johnny Bench. Reds fan here, completely biased. And even saying it, so it's like, I think we've seen some catches with better hitting stats than Johnny Bench. He's not a bad option. He's definitely higher on the list if you really want him because of that diamond defense. Obviously, as a catcher, it still matters. And the fact he can play like 8,000 positions. Congrats on a Derek Jeter, pal, from a Jeter pack. I can't believe you get a notification for that. Who would have known? I don't know if that's worth a notification. We're going to pass on Johnny Bench. He'd be like my second, thirdish type of choice. Troy Glaus. I love the double diamond. Glaus is an interesting one. This is, you got to be honest with yourself. How good are you at hitting? Because if you're a great hitter and you can handle the 80 contact, I mean, Troy Glaus looks great with that 104 power, 120 on the lefties. I mean, he's going to dominate the lefties. And really, where's your team at? How much depth do you have? Do you have the ability to kind of sub this guy in if you play a left-handed pitcher? Because, I mean, you get him against the lefty, he's going to tear him up. I really like Troy Glaus. Elise Smith, the closer that throws 99. You can never beat a guy that throws heaters, slider, cutter, forkball. I love it. The Ks per 9, 113. His hits. Not bad at all. I really, if you're going to take a closer, this is your guy. Lee Smith's your guy. And then there's Curtis Granderson, who, personally, again, I really like. It's almost a tie between Glaus, Granderson, and Lee Smith. If you made me choose, I'm saying Granderson because he's got the double diamond. He's got high speed, 81 speed, a double diamond fielder. He's going to cover a lot of ground. The thing is, he's a center fielder. There's a lot of center fielders you can choose from, but I do like, as far as top tier center fielders, there's not as many. The 110 power, but 103, or 110 contact, but 103 power for a righty. You're going to see a lot of righties for the most part. So it plays into his hands here. You got a lot more usage out of him than Troy Glaus. So he's definitely above Troy Glaus. He's really right at the top there. I like Lee Smith because, again, closers, you use them every game. You can throw him in whenever you want. He's got about a 15 mile per hour pitch differential, though the speed is important. He's got different options as a pitcher. So I do really like the Lee Smith as well. Lee Smith, Granderson, Troy Glaus. And the next big thing you want to question is, well, if you're not sure if you want to keep the play, if you want to try them out, then, you got to start considering what the price of these bad boys are going for as well. And Bob Gibson, that's later on, but Curtis Granderson, 23K, Bumgarner, 21, Johnny Bench, 22, Glaus, 22, Biggio, 22, Lee Smith, 22. So they're pretty much all the same. You're seeing Granderson slightly higher, and you kind of expect that because he's got the double diamond in his stats. I think he's going to be slightly higher because people are still going to choose. They're going to choose these guys, of course, but there's still people willing to buy them that aren't choosing them. I think that's one of the first ones people are going to choose to say, let's get Granderson. He's sellable as well. And again, I like Lee Smith as the backup. I really don't think you can go wrong between Granderson and Lee Smith. That's really, what do you need? If you're lacking a center fielder, you need a double diamond center fielder. That's essential. You go ahead and get that. At the same time, it is important to have a 100-mile-an-hour thrower back there in the back of the bullpen. So Lee Smith can't go wrong. Love one of those two, either one. Love you guys' thoughts. Hope you found this video helpful. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.